you than the other scenario from earlier. So people are really interested in your story. I
Well,
think they're looking
thank
forward
you
to the
so much. And
documentary.
my meet and greets are free. So
Well, yeah, and it
um,
makes sense why you responded how you responded because you met real celebrities, so it made sense how you would not have paid $50 for 30 minutes.
I
So
have
Yeah,
we
you
get
can
it.
come on down to Houston,
probably
Texas, and
probably the
and
biggest
Jesus.
probably the biggest celebrity I ever met um, was Whitney Houston.
About to say Prince.
Oh, that's
No, you
amazing.
know what? And it's crazy because I've been places with Prince, but never got to meet him. Like we were in a studio one time, Teddy Riley studio, back up in Virginia, and he was like lurking about. But I don't know if you know. I forgot how the saying, but there's a saying that there's a code that Prince uses or people use around Prince or when Prince is around or however whatever. Um, and I've and I don't want to say this in a negative way or whatever, because I don't want but he's still a celebrity in my eyes, and I still consider him a friend. R. Kelly, he started using that same code, but whatever it is, it's a code to where if they're in the building and you hear that code, no matter where you are, you're supposed to get in the nearest room and close the door.
Oh, wow.
So basically, if Prince is, moving about and they happen to say that word, if it's a closet nearby, you got to get in that closet until Prince is finished moving, you know. And I just
He
thought,
was the man.
yeah,
Right.
Prince was definitely the man. I never actually got to meet him, but um, his cousin, who is also an idol of mine, I not only got to meet him, but kick it with him in the studio, and even got invited out to a concert with him and Prince, and that's Morris Day.
Oh,
Cool
shit.
brother,
He is awesome.
Nice.
smooth, and
Yeah.
listen. When I tell you Morris is exactly how he acts in Purple Rain, that is him, 100%. One
Mm.
hundred percent. I'm talking about every aspect. I could tell you stories about that anyway. But we was in a studio one time, and let's just say when he showed up, he's Morris Day everywhere he goes. But but yeah, it was a pleasure meeting. I actually met Whitney Houston. She gave me a hug. Um, uh, Bobby Brown was with her, and rest in peace, little Bobby Christina. She was there, and
Oh, so I got a messy question.
sure.
When you met them, did something seem a little off? Were they like shaking,
Um,
or were they
no,
extra
the only
hyper,
thing
mellow?
everybody was just as regular. The only thing that there was an incident because we were behind like a little velvet rope to where the regular general public couldn't like get to us. And someone on the other side of the rope said, "I love you, Whitney," right? And when they said it, Bobby kind of just turned and looked, and she kind of gave him a gesture, or she touched his arm or something, and he turned around like he just ignored it. So after we spoke and greeted, and just kind of kicked it for a little bit, and they got ready to um no, we were headed back. We were headed in the same direction, and all of a sudden, Bobby just bolts out and dives. I'm talking about like literally dives at the crowd were in the direction of the person that said that. He must have saw the person who it was, whatever. I mean, it was a swimming pool the way he jumped. But luckily, the two bodyguards that was there, they grabbed him almost in midair, and then of course, they just she said, "You know what? I gotta go. We going. We're leaving," and they basically kind of jotted off to the limo, and that was it. But I was like, and believe it or not,
That was
Bobby,
nice though. He was showing love to his fans. That was nice.
uh, no, I think he was getting ready. He was about to do a little more to show love. He
Know
that
that. She
person,
know that.
what? Yeah, he was yeah, Bobby, and Bobby's a big boy too now. Bobby's not a small dude. So
Is he? Now he looks really tiny. Well, not really,
Not
really tiny, but
what?
he is not
he
tiny
don't
at
look
all.
really.
No. Bobby's a big boy. Yeah, Bobby's a big boy. Yeah. That was
Yeah. He was trying to fight. Yeah, we know. I get it. I just didn't want to say that.
yeah, but it was
Now, I
yes.
got a question about R. Kelly. So, R. Kelly and Robert Kelly. I
Okay.
like to separate the two because I think R. Kelly, the artist, is an amazing artist. I think Robert Kelly has demons. Well, we all know he has demons, but how do you see the two of them? Do you see that person as the same?
I would say this much, right? Being in the industry, and coming from the background that I come from, uh, I was spared because by the time I started going on the road, well, actually, one of the initial shows shortly afterwards, we had some auditions for dancers, and my female dancers, the ones that were selected, I actually started dating um, one of the, I guess, hottest ones. Um, and so I was really spared from getting caught up in a whole lot of that because she was always there and we were an item. Even though she didn't play it like we were an item like that, but when it was all said and done, behind closed doors, she was with me. So, and I mean, to this day, of course, she and I are still very close. Of course, there would never be anything remotely close to anything romantic between us again, uh, because I've been threatened not to. So that's not going to happen. But and just to let you know, the person who threatened me is my daughter, which is, her daughter as well. So yeah. But anyway, so I got
When
spared. I got spared by a lot of that. So I'm saying all this to say that, man, when you're in that industry and you got so much stuff going on, I mean, people, I don't know, man. Sometimes it brings out the best in them, and sometimes it can bring out the worst.
JD, did it surprise you what happened with R. Kelly? Like everything that went down? Or did you see signs of that if you were ever around him? Or did you ever hear stuff? Because, I mean, from the public's view, I'm sorry, I remember that video when it came out. Though I'm not going to mention, I was shocked that he got away with that.
Well, you have to understand that there's certain elements. I mean, because going back to the legal stuff, but there's certain elements that has to be proven, and I've divulged a little bit into the case, and basically those elements were not proven, and they would have had a hard time really proving it. So from a legal standpoint, I mean, what happened is what happened. As far as his personality, I've been places with Rob and celebrity events. One particular one I'll say, we were at Too Short's platinum party. And I mean, Short, when he, does his thing, man, it's just like, you name it, they're out there. But mostly celebrities. But I mean, Rob, he and I conversed briefly. I introduced him to some of my other group members, and and then he was like, "Look, okay, well, I'll holler at you, and whatever." And he just walked off. He had 2 bodyguards with him, and he just walked off, headed in the direction of where all the rest of the VIs were. And I mean, it was probably maybe 20 seconds later, and you hear this thundering roar like a stampede. The door flies open. Rob is running. The two bodyguards having both of them on each arm. They running with him. Man, these women are running after him. I'm talking about, when I say running, shoes flying, heels breaking. I mean, I'm talking about, listen, he couldn't go anywhere. I mean, they was just like, and this was, a celebrity event, and they was chasing him, literally chasing him. I mean, it was like, so, I mean, his popularity surpassed that of a normal person or a normal celebrity. That's like MJ, but I mean, R. Kelly was totally different because he just had so much, X appeal with it,
Right.
whereas, Michael still had a lot of other different little things that maybe still wouldn't have made him like that, for certain women. But Kels, so that whole thing, I mean, I understand a lot of the mentality behind it because, of course, I've heard the exploits and read some of the exploits about what went on at the Playboy Mansion.
Oh yeah.
And that whole thing of how, rest in peace, Hugh Hefner was. And I know that's what he basically was being like,
Now, as
But
we kind of get into that, that leads into the other questions that the comments have had is,
Yeah, about Diddy.
in
Let me ask him
reference
this
to the
about R.
Diddy
Kelly, though.
parties.
Hold on, let me ask him finish
The
asking about R.
Diddy
Kelly since he
parties.
was talking about him.
Oh,
And also, don't feel obligated to answer any of these questions because
no,
I know you
listen,
got a
I'm enjoying
documentary
this.
coming
I
out.
listen. I am
Right.
enjoying this. You have to realize, I'm not too far removed from being that individual that was sitting there hoping to get a letter when the CO would walk in with a bag of mail. So
Okay.
I appreciate this. I
Also,
appreciate every
Um.
fan. I appreciate everyone that follows me. That
man,
I mean,
Yeah.
this is amazing to me. It really is. I'm still overwhelmed and I'm humbled by it. And I
the
know
lady I
not
wanted you to
everybody.
meet just came in the room. The lady I wanted you to meet just came in the
Um.
room. Candy, your prince is waiting. Hey, also, would you ever go visit R. Kelly in prison?
Would I?
hmm
Yes, I
Have you
would.
thought about it? Okay, have you thought about it? Do you
I
plan
actually
on
thought
doing it?
about writing him. I did want to wait until my case was completely finalized before I, because I mean, for obvious reasons, not like I can go, you know, get permission to go visit somebody in prison, and I don't even know how that works, with regards to being on probation. So once everything was off, like it is now, and now I don't have anyone basically saying, oh, you're not supposed to communicate with convicted felons or whatever. I can do whatever I want to now. So yes, I would. I would
Um.
love to be able
That'd be nice.
to tell him, look, bro, keep your head up. Keep your head up. You still have a lot of people that, love you and adore you for all the things that you've brought into the music industry, for all the doors that you open for everyone, and we all have problems. We all have issues. We all have things that we're dealing with. The thing is that you deal with them. You identify them and you deal with them.
JD, when have you
Not
thought about going
Okay.
live?
say again.
When have you thought about going live? Have you set when you're gonna start going live yet
To
and
be honest with
talking?
you, I'm just now absorbing all of this, and then I've gone live a few times, like you said, with my jail talk. Um,
Hmm.
but as far as just having open conversations like this, I have not. Uh, but now it's a little bit different because, like I said, I'm off probation, so now the
Okay.
gloves are kind of coming off a little bit. Now I
Wait,
can talk
you
about.
can
JD,
you
So
can
you
come to this
actually
live.
feel free.
You can come to this live in the mornings, but we can't guarantee for how long because the host up there, Hypocrite Finder, $2. she be
She'll
dropping us
drop
on our
us on our
heads.
head.
She got a
I
real
do.
job and be out there. So,
Hmm.
but she's
JD,
here.
I
you
got a
brought
quick
up Hugh
question.
Hefner. Just real quick, do you think Hugh Hefner was like doing like sort of stuff like like other people got caught for? Because none of us, I don't think anybody here is in the industry. Like I've heard of stuff that Hugh Hefner has done, but never to that extreme. Have you heard stuff that we haven't heard?
I mean, to be honest with you, I think it's been pretty much documented what goes on at the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah,
Um,
I
just the fact,
mean,
just the
yeah,
fact
Yeah.
that once you
it's
reach a
Playboy
It's
certain
different to get
Mansion.
age,
it's
documented
well
and different
documented.
to be
That's
just
charged.
just
it's
the
well
fact that
documented.
just the fact that when you reach a certain age, they put you out. So I
Yeah.
mean,
Jason,
that should
Let
tell
me
you.
ask this real quick.
hold on, Trina, hold on. Jason was gonna ask a question before you came up.
Okay.
Yeah, we was about to
It
ask
was
about
just in
Diddy.
regards to the
It's
Diddy
about Diddy.
parties.
Have you met
Hmm.
Diddy?
Yeah.
Have you met Diddy before?
Like I said, I saw him at that particular party.
Okay.
I did not actually go up to him and meet him. No, I did
Have you
not.
ever been to one of his events or infamous
I've
parties?
I actually had one of my groups to perform at he did a Biggie benefit right after Biggie passed, and I was there. Um, that was my first time ever meeting Little Kim, as a matter of fact, and I think it was Lisa Leslie. It's one of those professional basketball players that she was with her. She was with Little Kim, and this was before it was known that they were going to have like a WNBA, and so she was there, and I was kind of admiring her a little bit, and and then someone told me that she was a basketball player, but that's neither there. But yeah, no. As far as and even on my page, you see, I've had a little fun with the whole Diddy situation.
Yeah. Did you see the baby oil?
The baby oil. Oh, you mean in my
I
post?
don't know. They said they found like tons and tons of baby oil when they went to raid his house. And the
They
Oh
do.
baby
yeah, yeah, yeah,
oil
yeah. But
is
I mean,
laced.
that's neither here nor there. All those are just tactics to be able to undermine him and to turn the public opinion away from him. So I mean, it's not
Right.
against the law to have baby oil, lube, whatever whatever you're into. But I'm just saying.
So
Wait,
a
hold
better
on.
question, a
Hold
better
on.
question would be,
Hold
do
on.
you
It's my turn.
believe he's
It's my
being
turn.
set up?
Hold on 1 second. Because I see the theme in the way he's answering these questions, like very, I don't know what them people did, right?
Vague?
Yeah, vague, very vague, very. I don't know. It didn't. It wasn't me, basically. So what I wanted to ask was, were you ever in a situation where someone attempted to be inappropriate or try to hold anything over your head?
I've been several places where I felt like some of the actions there were inappropriate. At which point I leave. Because like before, when I was out there, however, whatever, I wasn't really like a solo type person where I just pop up somewhere and just meet. No, I had I had I had handlers around me. I had bodyguards. I had so I wasn't one of the ones where if something going on, whatever, I'm just comfortable. Nah, if it's something I feel uncomfortable about, I'm gone. I'm out. Not me. Point blank. Period. But I think that, to be honest with you, I think he pissed somebody off. I don't know who he pissed off,
Yeah,
but
sure.
that's how this industry is. If you're one of those individuals where you depend on a lot of individuals to be able to eat, and you piss off the wrong person, there's repercussions behind it. Even when I was in the industry, I've pissed off people, but I didn't need them to eat. I didn't need them to eat.
Right.
I was young. I didn't care, and I let you know. Look, yeah, all that stuff you talking. I showed out one time in LaFace Records, and if anybody knows LaFace Records, ever been to LaFace, I mean, LaFace was basically, it looked like a modeling agency
Hold
because
on,
it
wait a
was,
minute. Was you with TLC when they went and interrupted that board meeting and demanded for more money?
no,
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
no, it wasn't.
'Cause you said you talked a little bit. Okay.
Um,
My interacting was with L.A.
That's what
Reid,
I Oh, Ellie Reed. Okay.
L.A. Reid directly. Um, I had a offer
Miss Chalet.
to be signed with LaFace, particular record, whatever, and but they wanted another one of their artists to be featured on it with me and change some stuff, whatever. And and I was listening how whatever. But the only problem I had a problem with was we got ready to leave. I go to give L.A. Reid dap, and he kind of leave me hanging. You know what I mean? And it was like,
Who you think you are?
Well, that's
I,
about to
I
cut
took offense
deep.
to it. I took
Yeah.
offense to it. I told him, I
Disrespectful.
was like, look, man, you know what? I'm the wrong dude because all that stuff that you trying to, impress people with, man, I ain't impressed. I'm not impressed. You put on your suit just like I put on my suit, and this dream of, oh, I can own this house and dream car and all that kind of stuff. Listen, that house you talking about, I'm going home to it. That car you wanna dangle in somebody else's face, mine's downstairs. So I don't need you.
Yeah. About that house. Can we have another tour? Also,
Can you check your message request so we can figure out a time for you to come to my panel? Because this is my regular page.
Okay, let me see.
Or you can just follow this page. I think you just click the plus and then it should take you.
I think I already followed you, didn't
Oh,
I? Well, I got you.
okay. And it should just pop up now.
you better
Okay.
be careful who you follow over here.
Yeah, be
Hey,
careful.
once I get my 10,000, that's it. So once I get my 10,000 friends, no more friends. I can have followers, but I can't have no more friends. So I'm gonna get my 10,000. I know a lot of people. I got a lot of celebrities. That's why I was saying about the Instagram thing. I was doing the same thing with Instagram. I'm trying to follow everybody back. They were like, look, we're not gonna do that. Because I had to have, I guess he followed someone back. He followed somebody. And then he asked me, and I guess the person was kind of bothersome to him. And he was like, well, why do you follow them? I was like, because they follow me. And he was like, man, it don't work that way. Because you following people, I'm thinking they friends of yours, and now you put me in a situation. So I said, you know what? You got that. So Instagram, that's y'all's. I follow, certain ones as, whoever, but, TikTok, that's my baby. This is the one that I roll on. So
Good.
that's why
I can't wait till you go live.
It may not be a good idea to follow me. I got different personalities. But for the haters in the box
I'm
right
still,
there,
I don't care. I want you as a friend. I want all your personalities. That's just more
what's up for the
friends.
haters?
$2 is a trip. She is funny. She's amazing. Definitely follow
That's
her.
just more friends. That's all. That's what I
Yeah.
see.
Hey, good morning. Nice to meet you, and $2, thank you for allowing me to come up. She's a great host. I want to say that. Okay, a question I have. I've been listening, and let's go back to Lisa,
Okay.
and Tupac. It was stated that when Lisa set the clothes on fire and the mansion burned down, the person that came to pick her up was Tupac, and they supposed to have been extremely close. But when you were talking, it was as if they were not as close as indicated. So why would she have called Tupac to pick her up, allegedly, to leave right then? And do you know attorney Carl Washington, an entertainer attorney out of Atlanta?
To answer both of your questions, I don't know why I made it seem like they wasn't that close because I thought
You didn't say that.
Yeah, I thought I made it seem like they were very close.
close.
Yeah. And as far as Carl Washington, I would have to ask one of my close friends to see if I know him, be honest with you. Because, like, you know how you people say names and you'd be like, I don't think I know that person. They'd be like, man, you know that's such and such from.
Right,
Like,
right.
oh
Okay.
yeah. So
Okay, because I
um,
got on the phone and Attorney Washington said he knew you were really legit. That's the only reason I'm asking.
yeah, like I said, as soon as someone tells me, because you say Turner Washington, they be like, man, that's such and such. And I was like, oh, okay,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So yeah.
Mhm.
Those were my two questions because, they indicated that Lisa was extremely close with Tupac, and that's who came and got her when the house caught a fire. So that's why I asked that question.
Yeah, they were very close. They were very close. They they were very close. He was someone that was very special to Lisa. And to know Lisa, she was an amazing soul. Amazing soul. That's the reason why her memory, even to this day, lives on. I don't think she actually got her just due for her skill set with regards to her lyrics, her creativity, her talent. I mean, there's so many different stories. Like this documentary, this new documentary, it divulges a little bit more into who and what Lisa, really was to this world. Because I mean, she was amazing.
Why do you think Death Row? Why do you think Death Row shelved her album? Do you know anything about that? Because I know she recorded a full album with them.
Well, you have to understand the closeness between Suge and Lisa. He wouldn't put money before their relationship, believe it or not. Because I mean, Suge, for everything people can say about him, he adored her. He loved Lisa. So, I think when it comes to that, it's like some people are built on principles. Like with me, money's not gonna make me do something that's not me. I don't care how much
Right.
it is. There is not a number, point blank, period.
Doesn't make
And some
everybody's
people,
world
some
go
people just
around.
like that. Some people and I believe when with regards to some things, he stands on it. It is what it is. So I guess if he can't do it with the blessings of the individuals that, he feel is, pertinent, and he's not going to do it. But yeah, she did some amazing recording.